There was some pretty big news yesterday regarding AT&T and Discovery, and of course AT&T also means RoosterTeeth, or does it? Well, I have that update for you right now. One of the first articles that was released yesterday talking about this news was from the New York Times, and thank you Game Wizard for the news tip on that one. I took a look at this and the Times was a little vague in this article, so I wanted to wait on my coverage until we had some more information. So let me now present to you this update from Julia Alexander, who says, yes, number 3, skipping to the bottom, RoosterTeeth is part of the sale. Also, the sale will include some of Warner Brothers Interactive / Warner Brothers games, but not all, hence why I was saying the news was a little vague yesterday. Also, the sale does include DC Comics. Discovery, through the new venture, now effectively co-owns DC Comics with Warner Brothers. Now, there is a caveat. The company said they expected the deal, which must be approved by Discovery shareholders and regulators, to be finalized in the middle of next year. And if it does go through, the companies anticipate they will cut annual costs by $3 billion as a result. Now, AT&T stock has been closing red since the news has been announced. And actually, the other day, pre-market hit $33.97, a high AT&T hadn't seen in about a year, but went all the way down the other day to about $31.40 and is now currently trading at about $29.52. Perhaps the sell-off is spurred, as they say right here, because this deal somewhat confirms that the AT&T acquisition with Time Warner from a couple years ago was a rather failed acquisition. Anyways, they go on to say that the new company will be bigger than Netflix or NBC Universal. Warner Media Discovery generating more than $41 billion in sales last year with an operating profit topping $10 billion. They plan on competing with Netflix and Disney, and they've both heavily invested in streaming, and we already took a look at this part. The Times would also say the chief executive of Warner Media, Jason Kilar, is said to be negotiating his departure from the company. Now, looking at Discovery stock, similar to AT&T, they had a nice pre-market high there. They were at $42.81. The news was released, and they sold off all the way down to about $33.90, and today they're only down, though, 0.50% in comparison to AT&T's around 6%. Another huge difference, though, with Discovery is that they've just been bearish since like the end of March and the beginning of April, which I have highlighted here. As you can see, the stock hasn't been looking good. And if you're wondering why both stocks did see a nice bounce pre-market before the news the other day, well, I would say that's probably just the general market recovery in comparison to how much selling off occurred last week. So those are just my thoughts looking at the news very briefly here. And as always, things are getting more fun when they're getting more interesting, so we will see if the deal goes through and how that all unfolds with RoosterTeeth, etc., etc. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you next time.